Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Glossy Philosophy. My name is Jansen Bidman and today you are tuned in for an episode on how to incorporate colors, spring trends into your wardrobe, into your beauty, even when it is cold outside. So stay tuned. If you live in the Midwest, you know that March and April and even sometimes May can be kind of up and down with the weather. It could be snowing, it could be raining, it could be in the 20s, it could be in the 60s. You just never know. But most of us, or at least I feel like all the people I'm bumping into, are trying desperately to dip their toes into that spring fashion, even though it is still chilly outside. So how do we do that with fashion and beauty and still feel like we can be a part of the spring atmosphere and get ready for summer days to come? So let's start with beauty. I think beauty is the easiest and most fun and least frustrating way to grab onto those spring trends, even those summer trends, and just brighten up an area and just have a little bit of fun with your makeup and with your nail polish. So first I want to talk about nail polish because nail polish has such a special place in my heart. I am a notorious nail and cuticle biter, so if I don't have nail polish on, my hands look a mess, and I'm not kidding you. If it happens, it's just like really, really bad. So I have to paint my nails in order to stop that nail biting. But I've also noticed that when it's cold outside and maybe it's really cloudy for a few days, if I have those brighter colors on, it just lifts my mood every time I look down. And if you're a stay-at-home mom or really anybody with kiddos, you know you're washing your hands constantly from changing diapers or making food or just getting the stickiness off, anything like that, crafts. So nail polish, I think, is a really fun and easy way to brighten up your look, even if you change absolutely nothing else. So some of my favorite colors to wear on my toes and on my hands are going to be, we'll probably start with the least scary first. This one is Live Love Carnival from OPI, and it's the color that I have on my nails right now. It looks kind of orangey, almost like a salmony orange in the bottle, but for me it really does register as a coral. However, if I'm wearing something more on that orangey side, it will kind of flip a little bit more orange. I feel like this color works really well with navies, which is huge in spring and early summer. Works really nice with whites, greens, and blacks. It's not so orange that it looks like you're doing a Halloween thing with your nails. So another tip for wearing brighter nail polish is think about the colors that you wear. Make sure that the nail polish that you choose is going to go with kind of your color vibe that you normally wear. Otherwise, wearing a brighter color with some of these other brighter colors or whatever color can be a little distracting. So just keep that in the back of your head. You can always paint your toes, and then at the end of the day and in the morning, you wake up and you look down at your toes and you're so, so happy. So that's my first recommendation, is Live Love Carnival. And then my second recommendation would be Mexico City Movement. This is such a pretty color. It's almost white, but it has a touch of that green. I wouldn't say that it is a mint color. This doesn't really register mint for me. It's definitely more of a blue. It's almost a baby blue, at least on my nails it is. I do have to do 3 coats of this one, whereas the Live Love Carnival, I only have to do 2 because there's so much white in here that it does seem to need the 3 coats. However, it's a great way to step your toes into wearing white nail polish on your fingers. And it just, again, it goes with everything. Nothing's fighting. The closer you get to white, the less you have to worry about, do your nails coordinate with what you're wearing, coordinate with your makeup, and all of that. So this one is a really, really great one, and again, a mood lifter. And the last one is going to be Alpine Snow. This is your traditional white. It is white, but I just love a white fingernail in the spring and in the summer. It acts like a white shirt and white pants. It just freshens everything up. White goes with everything, so you don't have to think about it again. So really the only one that you might want to think about is going to be something like a Live Love Carnival, or if you're going for something a little bit more pink or red, something like that. So if you don't want to commit to a full bottle, I was just at Target the other day and they are selling these mini polish duos from Olive & June. I've heard nothing but good things about Olive & June. It's not a company I've tried before, I'm going to be honest. So I'm really excited to try this one. And this one has mini hot strawberry and mini wild and free. They're beautiful colors. They do look like they're going to go with most everything. Definitely on the warmer side, but it's a fun way, again, to just dip your toe into the spring colors, into the summer colors without committing to an entire bottle. So for the price of one bottle, you get 2 minis, and who really finishes a whole bottle of nail polish nowadays? There's so many colors to try. The second thing that's super easy and really fun and very like non-cost committal is going to be changing up your lipstick. So you guys know I'm a huge fan of Lisa Eldridge and no doubt have many of her lipsticks if you've seen my beauty tutorials. So I have 4 here that I want to recommend and just kind of briefly talk about. The first one is going to be the one that I'm wearing right now, which is Rosy Shell. I do have Songbird gloss on top of it, but it is like your traditional bubblegum pink. It looks great, again, with blues, greens, whites. This is a very not scary, brighter color. And again, you can put something more brown like Muse, Songbird on top of it to bring that bubblegum pink down, especially in the beginnings of spring if you feel like, whoa, don't want to be wearing bubblegum just yet. So that is a really great one to start with. The next one I would recommend would be Love of My Life. This one is basically like a step up from Rosy Shell. It's a little bit more saturated. It's just like a really pretty rosy pink, brighter pink. So this one's going to be, again, really great with blues, really great with whites, looks good with greens, the brighter greens, navies, anything like that. So this is a really great one, especially if you like pink. I would definitely try that one out. If you are feeling a little bit more like you want to go on the warmer side, then Je ne sais quoi is so good. It's not too in your face, but it definitely brightens up the complexion. And that is the power of changing up your lipstick. You can wear the exact same makeup and then change that lip, and all of a sudden it just looks spring forward, summer forward, vacation forward, whatever you're doing in the spring. It just wakes up the complexion, especially with us all being inside for very various amounts of time throughout the day and months if you live in the Midwest. The last one that I would recommend is going to be Wonder Wheel, and this is kind of like my new favorite. It almost matches Live Love Carnival, and it is a really fun, in-your-face, like I've been eating a strawberry popsicle kind of thing. So it is not for the faint of heart, but it is a luxuriously lucent lip color. So it does have quite a bit of, it's not a full pigment lipstick. It has like a sheerness to it. So if you don't go in with several coats, it's not going to be super scary. If you go in with several coats, you will build up that pigment and it will look really beautiful. So with this one, I would keep your eye makeup really natural, really neutral, let the lips speak. Same with Je ne sais quoi with Rosy Shell. You can kind of play with that a little bit, but when you're going with a brighter lip, definitely make sure you're balancing out the rest of your makeup. I would suggest doing your complexion first, do your lip, and then see what you need to balance out, and that's just going to help create a very cohesive look. So I have lots of makeup tutorials coming or have already posted this month featuring these 4 colors. So stay tuned for that on Fridays. And now let's get into fashion. You live in the Midwest or you live someplace cooler, how are you going to be able to start wearing those brighter colors, maybe those sheer fabrics, and still stay warm? So you're going to do it basically with what I'm doing today. I have on like my wool tights, my wool skirt, and then I have this really thin pop of color. It's a button down, it's plaid, it has navy, white, bright green, and a bright fuchsia pink. So grab your summer button downs and start layering them underneath something that's for fall and for winter, like this sweatshirt. So this sweatshirt's really fun because it does have a little bit of a spring detail with the stripes, but you can absolutely wear it more with a knit or even a cardigan, something like that, just to pull it back, maybe take down some of that color, and definitely give you that warmth that you need right now in this crazy springtime of ours. If this feels maybe a little daring to you, or you're like, sweatshirts, I don't know about that, then you can always layer button downs underneath blazers. That is always a really fun look. You want to take it back to a neutral color like white, navy, caramel, or tan, even black. And that's a really fun way, again, just to dip your toe into those spring trends or spring colors. Maybe if you're not quite ready because, outside is like a blizzard or something. Sometimes it does feel a little funny to start wearing those brighter colors, but sometimes it does lift up your mood as well when you have snow continuously for a while. So that's a really fun way, layered under sweatshirts, layered under blazers, layered under thicker cardigans, or even other sweaters, and just let a little bit kind of pop through, and it'll just be a mood booster, just like your nail polish. And then the last thing that I would recommend is, just like grabbing one of your summer skirts, grabbing one of your spring skirts, and just wearing it with tights. Because even though it's a lighter weight fabric, it's still going to be fine. Unless it is like 20 and under, you're probably going to be fine with wearing some kind of a tight, probably a knee length boot, like a riding boot or something like that. And then again, layering on top so you've got your warmth. Really the only thing that is thinner is going to be your skirt. So unless you're really walking quite a bit outside, you're probably going to be okay getting in and out of your car as long as you're wearing those tights and those taller boots for a little extra coverage. Of course, you're going to have your coat. So, think about all those things when you leave the house. Like, you don't just leave the house without certain things like your coat already. And then if you layer on a blazer or a sweatshirt, something like that, you're going to be pretty warm when you leave the house. So pull out those things from fall. See if you can mix and match anything brighter. Pull out those things from last spring, and again, just start mixing and matching things from winter, from fall, and just see what kind of works and what pops. Thank you guys so much for watching this video on how to start incorporating spring trends in your fashion and in your beauty, even when it is cold outside. I think it's really fun, even if you live in the Midwest or someplace even colder, to still have those little pops of colors, because again, it is a mood booster and it's just makes it a little bit more fun and re-energizes not only you but your closet as well. So thank you again for watching. I do fashion videos every Wednesday, beauty videos every Friday, and on Mondays we're talking about things like this in a little bit more detail. So stay tuned and give this video a thumbs up and hit the subscribe, and I'll see you very soon. Bye!